Hi, sisters. Just a quick word. Um, there is a post on my Facebook page, and it was shared from Tanya TKO. I think that's her name. Yeah. Sis is exposing the fact that there are pallets of bricks planted all over the hood and in the direct path of the protesters. My message to my sisters is to the fuck out of this. It's a trick bag. It's a setup. It's a catch 22. America is bankrupt and they need a reason, a really big reason for what's coming next. So many cuts. So, listen, America ain't got no money. They got to switch up the whole system of doing things and they don't want to give up capitalism. Right? So there is a whole bunch of cuts and a whole bunch of chaos is coming. And they want to blame black folks for it. Black woman, you who always in the front line, you will be blamed for the shit. When this shit goes bad, remember Black Lives Matter originally? It was good. People from all around the world was supporting it. Then the black males got involved. And then the white females got involved. Then the white men got involved. And then it became chaos and anarchy. Now, nobody really wants to be associated with Black Lives Matter until this moment. And now in this moment, some 9 days later, folks are putting somebody, and we know it ain't black folks. Black folks ain't got money for no cause, right? Truckloads of bricks in the streets in front of glass window stores. So the cops are going to come out at night around curfew time, rile the protesters up. They're going to have the agitators in the protesters' side, riling up the protesters' emotions, right? And the cops are there to meet them with equal or more overwhelming force. But not right away. They're going to give them enough time to carry on and get on bad so that the cops can say, look, my justification. But they have to go out of hand. That's why Trump put on that show of shooting protesters right in front of the White House. Then he goes with the Bible. He just told all the white supremacists with guns, wake up. It's our time to roll up in this motherfucker. We're not taking this shit. Right? And the cops are there to take a hit. The cops are there to take a hit. They're there to rile up the people. 5 minutes, 5% battery remaining. Gotta go. They're there to rile up the people, just like they did in front of the White House. Rile up the people with the agitators from the protesters' side, riding up the people's emotion. So you're going to meet them with all this emotional force. But who has the overwhelming force? Who ultimately is going to win? Right? And who is ultimately going to cry both victim and victor? The establishment. Who is this establishment? The folks from the dominant society. This is why rich black people is afraid to speak. And when they do speak, they're being very cautious because they understand it's a setup. They're setting up black people for the fall. And black people is so emotional. So emotional. And rightly so. This is why you shouldn't trigger black people. This is why I tell black women, don't be triggering your sister's emotions like this. This is why we get the backlash that we get. We trigger each other. And now the dominant society, who has always been doing it, is outright, blatantly doing it, but they're doing it for a reason. What do they want? They don't move emotionally. They move strategically. So what is the outcome do they want? What is the outcome do they want? Come on, folks. They ain't got no money. You got to go. They need a justification for killing you in the streets like dogs. And the black men want it because they're ready for a fight. But they're not armed. They're emotional. They don't have weapons. They don't have weapons. And they're telling you, fight, fight, fight against people who got weapons. This is insanity. This is insanity. The black men want to fight, but they don't got weapons. They're encouraging the people to fight, because they got all this pent-up emotion. But and what's going to happen? What the black man wants, he wants to see dead bodies in the street. He wants to see dead black babies in the street. He wants to see dead black pregnant mothers in the street. He wants to see black men dead in the street. You know why? Because at least he thinks that at least it will going to come to a head then. Then everybody going to see this is the truth where we're living under. Look at the evil America. Look. He wants that. So he don't mind who is out there getting bullets to the fucking face. Because he wants the image. He wants the sympathy. He wants the respect. He wants the justification. So he's going to tell you, go out there, let's fight. While you're unarmed. This is insanity. While Trump is out there shooting unarmed protesters, right? Hurting them. Not with live wrongs, but with stuff that can hurt them on international TV that my black ass in Trinidad could see that shit. He ain't even shame. But you want to talk about China and dictators? Motherfucker, he worship dictators. And then when he done do all of that, he goes and he triggers the white folks with the guns. Because you know what come after white folks' guns, right? Their Bible. And he's saying, he's using all the trigger words, dominance. And we know white people need that to exist. Right? You all haven't been while I haven't been around you all on all your black people talk on this issue, I've been in white people's spaces. And they're wiling up their people. I've been in racist, tribal, white folk spaces, just looking and watching. And they're talking about they're ready to come meet you all with guns. While you are talking about go into their neighborhood and fuck their shit up. That's not going to happen. It's not going to play out like that. But black man wants it to play out like that. He wants to see the dead bodies in the street. He wants the ugly truth of all of it to come to the forefront, and then we will have real change. And then he will get real respect, and people will see the truth of America for the ugly truth that it is, but your life at risk. And he's willing to risk your life because, mark my words, most of these men that are talking about the protesters, they're not sending their sons nor their daughters there. Mark that, sisters. Mark that. Mark all these men that are telling you go out there and protest, sisters and brothers. Mark that they're not there. Mark that. They want to commentate like reporters on your death in the streets. Sisters, I'm not here to change black men. I'm here to talk to my sisters. And any sister that hears my voice, please consider what I'm saying. I don't know everything. But this I know. It's a fucking setup. Look into the facts and prove me wrong, sis. Prove me wrong. It's a fucking setup. Okay? And the sisters that are going ham on the black men right now, this ain't the time for it really and truly, no? Because when they rile up the dominant society against you, your ass going to get caught up in it too. Right, sisters? Think ahead. You're still black. Yeah, you're going to be going to the grocery and being treated like one of those protesters. Careful. You don't have to side with black men. You just don't got to put your neck out there like that. As the wiser sisters said, decide which hill you're going to die on. Because you saying you like white dick ain't going to make white daddy come save you from a whole bunch of other crazy fuckers who don't know you from a can of unmarked paint. You just another nigga bitch to them. So I'm telling you, sisters, keep your mouth shut. Move strategically. Because after today, you still got to deal with your reality tomorrow. God bless my sisters. That's all.